What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to do a kind of news recap. Now, I've done this before, but I want to structure this a little bit differently. I'm solely going to focus on things that I didn't talk about through the week. Now, these are just things that kind of stand out to me. I'm sure there's more things that have happened, and I'm sorry if I, leave your favorite thing out, but these are things that are kind of important to me that I could have maybe made individual videos of, but I wanted to put them all together. But they're things that I haven't talked about yet. Okay, so this is the first time you guys are seeing this, all right? And there's so much news that came out this week, but we're gonna jump in literally right now. First, I just want to give quick impressions to the Bad Batch and Loki being, having the release dates. Awesome. I'm not looking forward to Bad Batch like as much as I was Mandalorian or like Ahsoka's show or like stuff like that. But I mean, like, it'll be fun. I think it could be cool. It gives us more of that time period that I think a lot of us really, in the Clone Wars era, that a lot of us love. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think more than anything, I like that these shows are going right up to the next one. So WandaVision goes right up to Falcon Winter Soldier. That goes right up to Bad Batch. That goes right up to Loki, stuff like that. And maybe there's, a little, crossing from here, here and there. But for the most part, these kind of go right into each other, which I absolutely love. And then Loki, I mean, I really am. I'm excited for Loki. I think this could be a good show. I'm not as pumped, not even remotely close, for Falcon and Winter Soldier as I was for WandaVision. And honestly, I don't know if any of these shows can beat WandaVision, but Loki, I think, probably has the best chance of at least like matching up to it. I'm very, very excited. Next is Spiderman No Way Home. So obviously the title, my impressions of it. I love it. I really love it. Obviously, a lot of people have gone over the designs, or I guess the the hidden meanings of the poster with the whiteboard with all this stuff on it. I mean, look, No Way Home to me does indicate he's going to alternate dimensions. That's how we get Tobey Maguire. That's how we get Andrew Garfield. That's how we get Doc Ock and Green Goblin and all of that stuff. So, in my opinion, No Way Home probably does have a dual meaning. No Way Home is in maybe because people know he's Spider-Man, stuff like that, but it also could potentially mean, well, he's not on Earth. He's not on, like, this version of Earth. He needs to literally find a way home, okay? So I love it. I think it's probably just in terms of how it sounds, I even really, really love it. Henry Cavill. 2 Henry Cavill stories, but let's start with the Mass Effect one. Teasing Mass Effect. So that script, unless he had somebody make that script for him and it was just completely fake, I mean, when you, a lot of people had said this, if you use a certain website that can kind of detect what words are, even if they're blurred, a lot of Mass Effect terminology was in that very small little area that we got from that script. So if he's Commander Shepard, I mean, come on. This is a terrible thing. I still haven't watched The Witcher TV show. I really need to do that. I'm very, I love Henry Cavill. Think he does an amazing job. I love his look as Geralt. Again, I got to watch the show, but Commander Shepard, I mean, come on. I think a Mass Effect show, a Mass Effect movie, whichever one is, because again, we really don't know. It could be for Netflix, it could be just for something else, it could be like an actual feature thing. I'm all for. I really am. I think that sci-fi world, obviously, I mean, it's been done in different ways, okay, with a lot of other things, but I mean, I think it would work so well to have Mass Effect in that, and to have somebody that we know is into gaming and also just a really amazing actor in Henry Cavill play the main lead. I mean, come on. So I would be completely down for that. This is one a little different, a little controversial, is GTA, that GTA ban. So, I mean, look, this has happened multiple times. Normally, and I am going to bring politics in, but I'm not going to get too far in. Normally, I think it's like Republicans that have historically over the last, when it was a big thing where people would say it like on news stations about how games do this stuff. I mean, like Anderson Cooper was a really big idiot that would push stuff like that. But Fox News would also be a really big pusher of, that gaming violence does stuff. This is actually a Democrat that actually did this. This is a Democratic congressman or whoever it was that pushed this. And again, just the stupidest thing on planet Earth. There's many studies that show that, I mean, there is stuff. I mean, I can see how you can twist it, but overwhelmingly, I would say the positives and the good stuff and that it doesn't actually spark people to do bad stuff is kind of overwhelming. Okay, so that's just a really dumb thing. It's obviously only in Illinois, right? So it obviously doesn't make its way to the rest of the country or the world. But again, these are things that you do have to keep your eye on, because a lot of politicians are literally brain dead and just, they don't have a connection to this kind of world. They think they do, but they really don't. So it's just something to kind of monitor to make sure nothing happens with it. We had all that Paramount stuff. Now, I'm not going to get too much into it. I guess separate from the Paramount stuff is also the Avatar stuff, how they created it for... Actually, no, I think that is. It's Paramount and it's Nickelodeon, isn't it? So that's really cool, basically having a Avatar extended universe with movies, with TV shows, with spin-offs, with prequels, with sequels, with all of that stuff. I mean, I'm not a diehard fan. I'm not the most into it, but I do love the show. I really, really love the show. I know my sister loves it. My wife loves it. So I'm totally down to see a lot. I'm down to see good Avatar things. Okay, I don't want to see bad at like the movie, let's say. Okay, but I honestly, I wouldn't say the more the better, because I obviously can get a little crazy there. But I am interested, to say the least, as to what they're gonna do. You had Rugrats, you had Fairly Odd Parents. I'm not okay with either of those, especially the Fairly Odd Parents thing. They're gonna probably ruin it. It's probably already set in stone. They, all that kind of stuff. iCarly, the show, right? It's gonna be towards the end of this year. So a lot of stuff on that, and most of it I probably won't see, but I would assume a lot of it's probably going to be garbage anyway. And then the last two things, and this kind of catches us up to yesterday from when you guys are seeing this. So I'm recording this Friday. I kind of just cut it off. I was like, okay, this is the news. If anything happens second half of the day Friday, it's not going to be included in this video. But two big things that I saw, one of which is a rumor that Horizon Zero Dawn could potentially be delayed to 2022. I wouldn't doubt it, but at the same time, Jim Ryan just said like a week ago that he feels pretty good about the game releasing in 2021. Now, the game was supposed to release in the spring, definitely has been delayed till the fall. So I think it's either November or it's next year. You know what I mean? And it's again, I don't doubt it. I don't think it's impossible that it would happen. It would suck, because I mean that is the big PlayStation game for this year, so it would definitely suck. But at the same time, I don't know if I believe it, because he literally just said, now he could be lying. I mean, executives and publishers and developers, they lie literally for a living. But I don't know why you would say something like that to then just immediately turn around and say, no, it's been delayed. But you just said you feel good about it. Again, he didn't guarantee it. He didn't confirm it, but he said he felt good about it. So that's something to keep an eye on. I would be very, very disappointed if that game didn't come out this year, though. And then the last thing, the biggest thing potentially, Superman movie is happening. J.J. Abrams is attached to it. Not happy with that whatsoever. Look, before Star Wars, and even with Star Wars Episode 7, I liked him. I actually thought he was really good. I'm not really a Star Trek fan, so I've seen like parts of the movies. I never really seen all of them. I didn't really know that fandom hates him because of what they did, what he did to those movies. So I was kind of like blind. I didn't really like open my eyes to that stuff. The more I've learned about JJ, the more I've learned about even people he associates with, like some of the writers that write stuff for him. Not a good choice. So that sucks. It's not confirmed whether Henry Cavill will be in it or not, although I think there was a source that said he can't wait to like put on the cape again, or he's excited to wear the cape again, or something like that. So hopefully it is him. Zack Snyder to me isn't like a god. He isn't a deity. I don't like worship at his feet like I know some Snyder fans do. Not saying everybody. I'm not saying everybody, but I know some people do. I would honestly, though, prefer him. I don't think his movies are that, like, I don't think they're, like, transcendent experiences that are just the most amazing things of all time, but he started it. It's his Superman. He's had a part to play. I mean, again, he had a big part to play even in the first Wonder Woman movie. He's had a big part to play in a lot of different things. So to do something without him and using Henry Cavill just kind of, like, I can see it already. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I'm not saying I want it. Obviously, I don't want it. But I could see this movie being, like, a pure disaster. You know, it comes out, it's like they just don't understand Henry Cavill's Superman. They don't understand this world. But, you know, they're kind of done with Zack Snyder's world. So we'll have to see how all that stuff plays out. So that's a big news story. So that's pretty much it. Again, I'm sure I missed some stuff. That's okay. Can't get everything. Wanted to nail just the biggest things that I saw. If you guys do like this stuff, and I'm hopefully going to title this one differently, so hopefully we can get more viewers. I know people really liked it when I did these recaps a few weeks ago, but they didn't do good view-wise at all. And so I am a man of the people. I do want to give you guys things that you want to see, and I'm really happy that you guys liked me doing it before, and I want to continue it. But I mean, if they're like my lowest performing video of the week, I don't really know if it's worth it. You know what I mean? I gotta think, you know, in a business sense too, right? If it's worth doing it or not. So hopefully you guys like this. Hopefully you guys like the title of this. Hopefully it caught more people's eyes, right? And so let me know if you guys want me to continue doing this stuff. If those two things line up, I would absolutely love to do more of these videos. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turn on, all that good stuff. I hope to see you all on the next video.